We're almost nearing the end of stream. We have another. What is 10 doing? We have another Bora City Magazine video. This is called Why Most Armies Don't Like K-Pop. I'm an army and I like K-pop, but we're going to see why most armies don't like K-pop, okay? So let's get straight into it. And while we watch this, I'm going to put this teriyaki sauce on my food because this is looking very, very sad. This video is brought to you by Sebastian's Patreon. Hey, sorry not sorry to bother you, but I have something very, very important to tell you. As you know, I have a Patreon, and now it's being upgraded per se. It's thick now, like Wano thick. There are now 3 tiers. I'll put the descriptions of all the tiers on the screen. Pause if you would like to read it. It's time to lock in, and by lock in, I mean every week we'll have a post. I'm just saying, if I was you, I would definitely go over to the Patreon and check it out because I'm giving back. So, yeah. If you would like to support the channel and the community, head over to my Patreon and tell me how you like it. Thank you for everything. Now, let's get back to the video. Let's get straight into it. Let's go. Boom. Turn on English subs. Let me press C.
In 2017, BTS started being invited to major American award shows.
I just lied. I'm gonna eat this right now. I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
First K-pop group to be up for a BBMA nomination.
They were winning.
Oh my God! Whoa, yo! What the fuck is wrong with the quality? Yo, what's wrong with my computer? Damn!
Still cannot believe that we're standing here on this stage at the Billboard Music Awards.
And even their American TV debut was on a major American award show.
Making their US TV debut.
Woo!
Make some noise for
Woo!
BTS.
This
Yes!
came as a surprise to the K-pop music industry and K-pop fans, since things like this haven't really happened since the global success of Gangnam Style in 2012. So you would assume that the K-pop industry and K-pop fans were happy to see a K-pop act getting some recognition once again. But what actually happened was the complete opposite.
The complete
While Psy
opposite.
had immense popularity in the West in 2012, his musical career was not really seeing much growth in the Western music industry. In America, Gangnam Style was what many call a one-hit wonder. This was not the
Even though he had Gentlemen, but that's besides the point. Like, that's really besides the point.
case with BTS. They were actually getting bigger and bigger
Move.
with every release. This is why it's really hard to find BTS's Gangnam Style. They don't really have one song that put them on the map because with every new release, they were getting bigger and bigger. But for many K-pop fans, that was exactly the problem.
God damn.
BTS were becoming mainstream. K-pop wasn't. So the BTS army started being mainly composed of general public and non-K-pop fans. And a year later, in 2018, K-pop fans were done with this. The Korea Herald reported, some K-pop listeners and fans expressed discomfort for the fast-growing BTS fan community. They have claimed that some of the band's army only listen to BTS and show little interest for K-pop in general.
I don't really see that as BTS's fault, in all honesty. You can't get mad at people for liking who they like. You know what I'm saying? That's like asking someone. That's like, I don't know. Like, why you act like, I don't know. Let's keep listening. Sorry.
Leading to a flurry of posts
It's just
with
blaming ARMY
hashtag
'cause
Army's ruin K-pop party. Among many tweets that expressed discomfort for BTS's growing fandom, this one became very popular. It said, the Organization of the United K-Popers declares the ARMY expelled as of today.
What?
Thanks to ARMY for understanding the situation and accepting its level degradation in a good way. Even though they are now at a lower level, the K-pop community wishes them luck and hopefully they will regain their humility and conscience.
What? Excuse me, what the fuck? What?
So after being expelled by the K-pop community, armies started celebrating the Army Independence Day as a funny way to respond to all the jealousy from K-pop fans and their attempt to stop BTS from becoming mainstream in the West.
What the fuck? There's no K-pop with what?
Now, many K-pop fans are trying to backtrack and say that this was a random account and not a real organization, and that whether we like it or not, armies are also K-pop fans, since BTS is a K-pop group. And first of all, of course this is not a real organization. It's Twitter. Nothing is real, especially when it comes to K-pop stans. But these and many other tweets show K-pop fans' goal to exclude BTS. The expulsion may not be real, but the attempt of humiliation and exclusion was.
Exactly. There was definitely an attempt. kind of dumb attempt actually. Like that's weird. No, you can't have this. It's weird. That's just weird. Like, why are you mad? Niggas said Army ruined K-pop. There's like millions of other Army just doesn't like whatever.
The problem that many K-pop fans didn't realize was that BTS can perfectly sustain itself as a musical act in the music industry, and this is something that only they can do. I can't think of any other K-pop act that can sustain itself as a group without the power of the K-pop
That's a good
industry.
timeline,
This makes
Jackson.
much
I'm gonna
more
be honest.
sense knowing that BTS grew without the help of the K-pop industry. They grew bigger and bigger by experimenting with their own promotion methods, despite the K-pop industry's efforts to cut them from broadcasts, fabricating controversies, sabotaging every award they won, and downplaying their achievements, even until this day.
Like that's really some hater shit, dude. Like, god damn, bro, niggas got hate in your heart. Damn, shit's sad. Shit must be sad.
보도 같아요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지.
장르도 그래미 후보에 올랐다고 하지.
And it's true that K-pop as a whole has grown a lot since 2017, but that was the consequence of BTS's popularity. The K-pop wave doesn't really exist. Just look at any articles that explain the global phenomenon that is K-pop and laugh a little. They usually show achievements like this. This one shows the Korean acts to earn at least 2 billion streams in Spotify. And the way it's put makes you believe that these are the biggest acts in K-pop, when in reality, when you combine the 4 biggest acts, it's still not enough to surpass BTS. But what if you combine the 8 biggest acts? It's still not enough to surpass BTS. But what if you
Holy fucking fuck. Oh my god.
combine the 10 biggest acts? Then BTS increases even more because their solo careers are also bigger than K-pop. Actually, in general terms, if you combine the whole K-pop industry's achievements, BTS is still bigger. They are still bigger when it comes to streams, sales, charts, and tours. Another thing that the media
But his zero just killed me.
is that
But his zero just killed me. This shit just pissed me off. Why is this zero?
yes, BTS is the biggest act, but this other group is number 2, and they are also doing pretty well. But
Yeah,
in
they're
reality,
doing pretty
they are
well.
extremely far from number 1. K-pop success in the West is not K-pop success, it's BTS's success. It's like this meme that says Kobe Bryant and Kwame Brown combined for 63
Oh my
points.
God.
Kobe scored 62, Kwame scored 1. And I think this makes
Oh
things
my
clear.
God.
This
Oh my
player
God.
started
Rest in
scoring
peace,
so
Kobe.
many points that fans of the team got annoyed and jealous that everyone was paying attention to the player and not to the team. So they kicked the player out of the team without realizing that that affects the team more than it affects
Exactly.
the player. This is why they backtracked and started promoting the player's achievements as the team's achievements, when the other player's contributions are almost non-existent.
I mean, looking for attention.
Now, the main
Sorry.
question is why? Why is the Western general public paying attention to only BTS and not K-pop as a whole?
I have a quick little explanation for that. Well, obviously if the West was doing all this shit just to keep BTS like quiet and do all this wild stuff, I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't even bat an eye towards other K-pop acts. Like there are all this xenophobia, racism, and all this stuff, like all this diminishing achievements and everything. Be quiet. All this diminishing achievements and everything. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why that they're not gonna pay attention to other groups if the biggest group is literally getting shit. Like they're getting shit for just being good and having support. Like that just would make the most sense to me.
This K-pop journalist has the same question as to why no one pays attention to her K-pop articles. She tweeted, "My issue with K-pop today is that less and less people care about it as a whole, and instead only care about 1 or 2 groups, which makes writing about the industry increasingly difficult. Everyone lives in their own bubble and doesn't even want to know more. There seems to be a huge misunderstanding too. So many people think that being a fan means you need to consume all the content and know all the members' biography and have every single album, when you don't. You can just listen to a song and enjoy it. You don't even need to call yourself a fan, but just trying to listen to new stuff sometimes. Having curiosity about it is cool. It's
Okay.
refreshing. You might find your new favorite band. who knows? And I
Okay.
think most people will totally agree with this, except that K-pop doesn't really work like that. Because K-pop is not a genre, it's an industry. And it's an industry that has so many common factors that attract many people that will eventually become K-pop fans. But none of these factors include music. When a hip-hop journalist, for example, writes about hip-hop artists, the articles are usually targeted at hip-hop fans. And these hip-hop fans care about hip-hop as a whole because it's one particular genre they enjoy. They may also have their own favorite hip-hop artist, but since they like the genre, they also listen to other artists that have a similar sound. And this can happen with other genres of music as well. But K-pop fails to
That makes
transform
sense.
the general public into K-pop fans because K-pop's priority is not music.
Oh, this about to be nice. Okay. Okay.
In
Okay.
K-pop, singers, rappers, or performers are not called artists or recording artists. They are called idols, and they were literally seen as that. Before
Yeah.
BTS, writing and producing your own songs was not a thing in K-pop. It was all about visuals, how the idol looks, how the music video looks, what kind of reputation the idol has. The further from a regular person with regular lives who actually put on hours of work on their music, the better. This is why K-pop acts are not known for having a musical personality. They are either stuck at one song or jumping from one concept to another, with no real message in any of their eras. Musical and artistic growth are very hard to find in K-pop. And this is not about being a versatile artist or not. There are artists who release many genres of music, BTS being the most popular example these days. But to successfully show this versatility, the artist still needs some factors that make them them. And this can be as simple as the artist's musical taste. However, that's another thing they lack, because their songs are not only written and produced by other people, but also they don't even choose the songs that will be part of their discography. The labels are the ones who give the performers an artistic identity that they have to adapt to. If I show you the most popular K-pop songs from this year or from any other year, you wouldn't really be able to tell which group they are from, because K-pop groups don't really have any artistic identity. On the other hand, BTS's label told them, you find your own identity. This is why BTS's discography always reflected their lives and their thoughts. And even when the BTS members don't write or produce a song, they are the ones deciding what they like and what fits them, not the other way around.
I kind of find it interesting how. I kind of find it interesting how artists like in K-pop, like the K-pop industry is centered around music, right? But the focus is not music and the artists, like artistic integrity type shit. Like artist development and stuff like that. I just find it very, very interesting. Like, come on, cuz. Me too, Anna. Me too.
I think one reason as to why BTS attracts the general public while K-pop doesn't is the fact that to become a BTS fan, you only need to listen to the music. Other factors like performance, visuals, and message only solidifies BTS's artistry. But still, if one day BTS suddenly becomes ugly or decides to not dance anymore,
She
the
broke
music
character. She just broke character. She just laughed.
is still strong enough to be performed and listened to for many years to come. So to be a BTS fan, you just need to like the music. But to be a K-pop fan, you need to be a fan of an industry.
Exactly,
And what does
Ash,
this industry
exactly.
include? It includes pretty people, a choreographed dance, a concept that they will throw away after a month or two, 3 mini albums a year, flashy music videos, and trendy outfits.
3 mini albums a year kills me.
And all of these
Hey, biddies.
things are really cool things to pay attention to. I love paying attention to visuals and outfits, but if I don't like the music, watching their performance once is all I'm going to do. And actually, I would say K-pop fans agree with me, because K-pop music videos and live performances with pre-recorded vocals can end up having millions and billions of views. But once you focus on the music, not even K-pop fans want to listen to it. This doesn't happen with BTS. If they have a billion views in a music video, the number of streams of this same song matches the number of music video views. People don't only want to see them dance
God
or
damn.
perform. They actually want to listen to their music.
No. I don't think so.
This
Alright,
same
son.
K-pop journalist said, I feel like the concept of enjoying music for the music is getting lost. And now people either are huge fans of one thing or they don't care at all. They won't even bother to try listening. So how
You want to know why this is a thing? Because of the internet. The internet has literally fried our brains as a collective of people. Like, attention span is so low now to where people remember when Vine came out and everybody was so used to 6 seconds of just funny? Like, when Vine was out, People couldn't even watch like 10-minute videos on YouTube. Like the attention span of all this stuff is like, it's a microwave era of stuff. That's what I think. I think that's why people really don't like branch out and look, because everything is so accessible. So if you have to take the time to actually, find it, some people don't want to take the time to find it. Some people don't even take the time to read more than a headline. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's just the world we live in now. Like everything is so microwaved and just put in our face. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I love watching 1-hour videos. Like them shits are like discussion videos. You just sit down, just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
How can we write if people aren't open to read about things they don't know? About this, two things come to mind. First, let's say that this person is right.
Exactly.
And certain fandoms like ARMY are huge fans of one thing.
It's what's it called? Instant gratification. That's what that is. Instant gratification.
In this case, BTS, and we don't really care at all about anyone else. If this was the case, then what is really the problem with that? And why are K-pop journalists complaining about this? Why do music journalists don't care when this happens in other genres? I don't know how I came up with this, but do you remember when Justin Bieber became popular and everyone was asking his fans to please check out every other Canadian pop artist? Well, of course you don't remember because it didn't happen. Justin Bieber's success was Justin Bieber's success, and no one expects Justin Bieber fans to also be interested in Drake or The Weeknd.
That is
true. They have
true.
nothing in common except from their nationality. So what about artists who do release similar music? Still, you will never see a journalist that covers American pop asking Ariana Grande fans why they only pay attention to Ariana and not other pop singers. Being a fan of an artist is not a group project. Just because I like one artist doesn't mean that I have to like other artists that are associated with them.
Hey, it's hot.
The second thing I wanted to say about this is that it's not even true. This is only a what-if scenario, because most ARMYs were previously fans of other genres of music, or music in general. Like I said, ARMYs are mainly composed of the general public, and as BTS grew, K-pop grew too. This is because the assumption is that if BTS is part of this particular industry and they are amazing, then the whole industry, or at least many other acts from this industry, are as amazing,
Yes.
right? This is the moment when most ARMYs start realizing that BTS is an anomaly in K-pop. ARMYs do give other groups a chance, but if they don't like the music, then there really isn't a reason to become a fan. It's more common for ARMYs to like individual K-pop songs without becoming a fan of the group, because like I said, K-pop usually goes through eras and concepts instead of growing as artists and solidifying a musical identity. This ARMY responded to the K-pop journalist. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Doja Cat. Found this really good band called Bad Omens. Fuji Cat's viral song is also really good. New Jeans, The Weeknd, yet you're going to complain people don't care about music because you're not getting clicks on your K-pop articles. ARMYs tend to be music fans, and they are going to support what they like, and that includes acts from any genre of their preference, Western acts, K-pop acts, and also other Korean non-K-pop acts like BTS.
Korean pop versus K-pop. Ooh.
Another thing I've seen a lot is K-pop fans accusing ARMYs of hating Koreans because we are
What?
trying to exclude BTS from their Korean roots and identity. And that is an insane take because K-pop is not a culture. It's an industry that doesn't really represent Korean values or culture. This is why Korean citizens separate K-pop, or what they call idol music, with Korean music. They even separate Korean pop with K-pop. So while K-pop fans may group artists like BTS, IU, Lee Young-woon, Yuna, and Haze under the K-pop label simply because they are Korean, ARMYs and other music fans who understand the difference don't really consider BTS as K-pop because they don't really follow many of the K-pop rules or fit into the K-pop structure. Some of these artists like BTS may participate in some K-pop shows, but they are way too involved in their music composition and have way too many artistic liberties to be considered part of K-pop. BTS's actual competition in South Korea are other Korean non-K-pop acts who are usually called digital monsters. So no, saying BTS is not K-pop is not being anti-Korean. I think this response to the K-pop journalist summarizes it perfectly. My issue with K-pop fans are how they treat music fandom as a group project and fetishize Koreans instead of treating them as individual artists. K-pop has very little in common musically between groups. There's no reason there should be fan crossover. What does K-pop actually sound like that you're a fan of all the artists? And why aren't you exploring non-Korean artists that do or invent those genres if it's not about them being Korean and it's about the music? The reason things are different from what you, K-pop fans, remember is that BTS are mainstream, so they have music fans and not niche fans. And music fans don't treat music artists like group projects because they are fans of individual music. In conclusion, if you like music, listen to BTS. Chances are you're going to love them. And I think I repeat this in all of my videos, but don't assume. Don't assume BTS is just K-pop. Don't assume their biggest and only talent is dancing. And don't assume they only release meaningless pop music. BTS's fandom is composed of listeners of different genres of music because they release different genres of music. There's BTS music for everyone. You just need to be a little open-minded and explore the world of BTS's discography and artistry.
That's real. Just left us with a nice little tidbit. We like that. Left us with a nice little tidbit. You know what I'm saying? See, this is why I like, pause please before we start doing this stuff. This is why I like Bora City. This is why I like Bora City. She likes that. Hold on. Please pause. Please pause. Please hold on. Wait a second. This is why I like Bora City. You know what I'm saying? Like she I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't know. Bro, stop. Please. Come on, please. Good video, Bora City. Thank you.